What's good?
Alright. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna hear myself on. Hello, friends. Dang. Alright. I think I'm set up. I think. Table this real quick. Okay. I think we're Gucci. Hello, friends. Welcome. Oh, hey, Sonny. He's already opened the door. Immediately. God damn it. Sonny cat. Are you gonna stay in here? Yeah, you can stay in here. Come on. Mister. I'm closing the door behind you, though. I'm sorry. You're gonna want to sit in my lap, but you can't. And I'm sorry. But you opened the door, so you asked for this. Strids, thank you again for 20 months, dude. Holy shit. What a hell of a streak. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. And Tegan, Cochin, hello. And Matt as well. How's it going, guys? And Coach, and thank you for the 15-month resub as well. I appreciate it even with my sporadic schedule. The hardly happens. Hi, Sunny Cat. Hi, baby. He's gonna try and jump in my lap, but I'm not gonna let him. Hi, baby. I love you too. You're a very sweet cat. I wanted to say fun. It's a good thing this isn't a family-friendly program. Thanks, Alex. Yesterday I couldn't take it, and I put it back together yesterday. Or yesterday, the day before. I think it's the day before, but no, you can't jump. I'm sorry. I am, yeah, I'm doing all right. We're working from home, and you know, it's going all right. Hi, baby. No, stop. Sorry, I have a cat named that. Oh God. All right. But yeah, I hope everyone else is staying safe and doing well. We're doing fine over here. I went and played tennis today. Feel really good about that, so. Sunny, come on, baby. The desk is not for cats. Okay, so it's been a while, admittedly. Oh God, I'm like already hot. It's been a while. We have some things to work on because I haven't worked on this in a while. I have been working on my personal site, however, which is almost done. It's very close. Maybe I should just finish that real quick. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. I don't have any blog posts or anything on. Maybe I should do that. All right, we're gonna do that real quick. So first, yo, Matt, champ. Thanks so much for the resub for 19 months, dude. Holy shit. I really appreciate it. Y'all rock for sticking with me through not streaming this often. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. So this is my personal site. I have been working on getting this ready. The only thing that's missing basically is that I want to have a newsletter with it, but the problem with that is that it turns out that newsletters require you to have a physical address at the bottom of them. And I don't want to put my actual address, and I don't have a P.O. box. And I don't really want to go to the post office to get a P.O. box right now. Try not to get the Rona, as it were. And so I'm gonna deploy the site without the newsletter part. So it's gonna be a blog. I don't have any blog posts written yet. I'm gonna start on that soon, but I just want to have that website out and into the world. So yeah, I'm gonna deploy that right now live. It's actually almost done. I literally just have to. I don't remember if it's in this directory. Oh, what directory did I put it in? Gatsby site. Gatsby site, personal site. Great. Okay. So you all will get the sneak peek, the behind the curtain of me deploying this. Which, spoiler alert, it's not exciting, but it's there. Cool. So we're using Gatsby for this website. If you've never used Gatsby before, it's a static site generator based on React and GraphQL. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's a, you know, I'd heard the name tossed around a lot and hadn't checked it out before, so this is really the first thing I've made with it. The site is not incredible, but you know, it automatically dark modes it. Sorry, I just installed this dark reader extension. Anyways, this is the site in its full bright white glory. Yeah, it's got a home. It's got my blog. No posts yet, but I can add them easily with Markdown, and then they'll add to the front page automatically too, which is pretty cool. And you can, as you notice, it's pretty fast. It's also woke right now, and then I've got a little video section, and look, it's me streaming. Woo. And then, oh, I do have a yellow tint. God damn it. Someone needs to tell me I have night shift on. Oh, what is going on, computer? Alright, well, that's fixed. Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna turn Dark Reader back on. Let's see how this looks. Nice, so this extension automatically dark themes things, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is my little thing. I've got a link to the blog, which doesn't do anything right now, and videos. So nice. Yeah, sorry, my eyes were bonked too. Yeah, if you don't want them to get bonked, Dark Reader, cool little extension actually. Anyways, so yeah, that's ready. We're just gonna say remove link for newsletter temporarily. Cool. Now that's done, I'm gonna push this, and through the magic of GitHub Actions, over here, I need to rename the GitHub repo for this. I've tried to make a personal site like a few different times now, and this one has a really dumb name, and I don't remember what it is now. It's not my site. Yeah, personal site vfinal. So through the magic of GitHub Actions, what's happening here is we're automatically deploying. Oh, maybe it's not GitHub Actions. I don't know how this works. One environment. Yeah, so I'm using Zeit, Z-E-I-T. They have a little service called Now, which does automatic deployments basically of like these static sites. I'm a hobby account, baby. So you can now, right now, go to renodubois.com, and this website is live. Huzzah. You see how much work I did to deploy that? Insane. I just pushed a commit to master. So that's pretty cool. Cool, now I have a website. I'm gonna go change that in my Twitter bio now. Nice. And it's HTTPS as well, automatically. Didn't have to do anything for that. Nice. Yeah, thank you for spamming the link. We're changed. Oh. Someone retweeted me. Nice. You too can retweet me. Look at that. Cool. So that's done. Nice. Well, that took 2 seconds. Yeah, anyways, Zeit's Now, pretty fucking cool. I really enjoyed it. It works with Gatsby as well as Next.js, which is a framework that is similar to Gatsby that they've done. And it's super neat. You can just automatically set it up with GitHub. Even if you don't want to do that, you can literally just type now, I think, from your project. And like, that's the command line tool, and it just deploys, which is pretty neat. So anyways, so that's done. Cool. Thank you for entertaining me on that 2-second journey. Excuse me. Cool. So now back to the real thing, which is Tabltop. So I have not got a lot of work done on this pretty much at all, which I mean is fine. So we're gonna get some work done today. So what we were working on last time is this little component here that's it's unstyled right now, but it basically says find a game and it transitions over to that. So I need to style it. That's gonna be probably the first part of this. Yeah, I think that's the play. So for reference, if you haven't seen this already, we do have an autocomplete, so you can start typing in things, and it'll lead you to the check-in page, which is mostly done. So yeah, I haven't actually designed out the styles at all for this, but I have an idea of what I want. I had a video somewhere. I don't know where it went. I had a video of, it was on my Twitter, I think, right? Yeah, put it on there. Basically of what I'm trying to go for. I can scroll through all my tweets. Here we go. All right. Yeah, so it's like this little thing where you like press the search bar and it like does this cool animation shit into a transition, and also you can scroll through the bottom. So the animation part is probably gonna work on today and making it look good. So yeah, it'll be fun. Yo, what's going on, Dan? How's it going, dude? So, anyways, this is also a shameless plug. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already. Cool. So if you are at all interested, by the way, I do have this Trello board that I think you can just find here. I made a command for it, but I don't remember what it is. Well, okay, sorry. The ! task command will get you my current task, which is one of these Trello cards. So, but this is public. I'm planning on trying to be pretty transparent about where I am on things. So if you're at all interested in that, you can check that out. Yeah, there's also an FAQ and stuff. I haven't put any questions in there, but maybe at some point I will be able to fill that up. But it also provides what the project is, so people can read that, and I don't have to explain it every time, which is neat too. So anyways, yeah, this will hopefully be more full, and this completed column will grow larger as we go on. But that's why we're working now, so let's get started. So this is our personal site, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so I don't have any unstaged files. Did I commit something? I refactored check-in flow, separated out game selection, added a journal search window unstyled, and added base prop types to define navigation props automatically. Cool. So let's go ahead and style the search modal, which I think is what I called it. Search modal. Great. Yeah, so this is just going to be search for games above right now. So the first part is we need something that just looks like an inbox box here, but actually just navigates a different screen. Right, so that's the play here. So we're going to do this find a game part first. I don't know what color to make it, but we can do some stuff with it right now. So there's another app that does this that I like the style of that I want to check out real quick. I think it's Lyft. I think I like Lyfts more. The problem was is I couldn't take a video of Lyfts because it has like my home address and stuff on it. Yeah, so theirs just looks like a search box. So at the very least we can start with that and then go from there. So this needs to look like, sorry, I thought I had Vim extension on here. Do I not? Oh, it's disabled. Enable, please. Okay, so styles that search input. Where is that? With 100% text align centers, the text line clearly did not work. Unless you have to put, you don't have to put the text align here, right? Kind of doubt it. Right. So I have to admit that styling and this sort of thing is what I'm pretty terrible at. So we might struggle with this for a little bit. So I'm gonna try and look at the inspector. So the thing is, it does look like it's the full width, which is good. Oh. So let's go ahead and disable the inspector right now. So we need to centerline text and React Native. Let's just go to the actual layout with Flexbox. I really do, something I want to find, and I'm not sure if anyone has experience with React Native and has a tool to recommend for this, I would highly recommend it, or highly appreciate it, sorry. Basically just a better web inspector. So I have this like on simulator, this on device inspector. I don't really want that. Like I want, you know, like a full-fledged, like, you know, I use DevTools, right, in Chrome. Like something equivalent to that would be great, to be honest. And maybe I should look into that. Like, cause if I could change CSS styles on the fly, that would be pretty nice. I don't know if I'm able to do that. Okay, so it's style props. They're just objects. You can use style sheets to create several styles in one place. Check out the text component reference for when to control component size. Is there a React dev tool? Like a React Native dev tool? Also, how's it going, Tully? Is it Tully? Is this just a thing? And I should have just Googled before asking. Debugging, great. Yep, I know how to do that. Enabling fast refresh, keyword shortcuts, in-app errors and warnings. To debug the JavaScript code in Chrome, select debug.js remotely from the developer menu. Oh. Ooh. The React Developer Tools Chrome extension does not work with React Native, but you can use the standalone version instead. Read this section to learn how. Okay. You can use the standalone version of React Developer Tools to debug the React component hierarchy. To use it, install the React DevTools package globally. Now run React DevTools from the terminal to launch the standalone DevTools app. It should connect to your simulator within a few seconds. Okay. I didn't know you could do that. Neat. Let's do that then. Oh, what happened here? Hello? Okay, so yarn global add React DevTools. What's going on, Greybeard? So it's something I would say akin to, so Board Game Geek has a feature where you can check in playing games. So it's basically a more social focused version of Board Game Geek. I view Board Game Geek very much as like the source of board game information, where this is more going to be like a, hey, I played board games with my friends, this is me showing it off, but also like you can, keep track of how you liked the board games and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'd say it's more just social focused than Board Game Geek is. Although I've never heard of Board Game Arena before. I just use Board Game Geek. Oh, Board Game Arena is like actually playing the games. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is not going to allow you to play games. Huh, that's kind of cool. Neat. I've never heard of Board Game Arena. Thanks for the link. That's pretty cool. I use Flutter, so okay. I've never used Flutter before. Okay, so now we can just watch DevTools. All right, React Native, open the in-app developer menu to connect. Okay, I did that. Do I have to do waiting for React Connect? Reload. Oh, there we go. No, I don't want to debug. Okay. So the debugging doesn't get that to work. That makes sense. Stop debugging. Show inspector. No. Why is this not working? Enroll components. React DevTools agent got no connection. Yeah, what's going on there? All right, well, let's try restarting the bundler then. I would like to get debugging to work. All right, let's close it in the Metro bundler. Try this again. Gotcha. I thought about writing something like this, but I'm lazy and wasn't a fan of the Board Game Geek API at that time, pulling game information, etc. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks. I am excited. The API thing actually is kind of a problem. The issue is basically that I can't use their API for commercial use, and I at some point would like to make money off this. So for now, what I'm going to do is basically use the API only to basically pull the games into my own database and store them locally. But I'm going to have to think of something else for later down the line. But yeah. I'll try to put it up for sure. Hell yeah, dude. So the thing is too, and I think like, this is definitely a way to approach things is that, oh, sorry. DevTools v4 is incompatible with this version of React. Oh. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. At 3. Okay. Anyways, the thing is that I'm going to use this app no matter what, right? Because part of the reason is that I have a lot of board games that I want to recommend to people, but I always forget them because I play them a lot. Like we have a board game cafe in town and we go there a lot, or a board game bar. And Yeah, I just like forget him. I always tell people, I'm like, oh, there's a super cool game and I can't remember the name of it. So like for me to be able to have all of that stored, and again, I could use Board Game Geek for this already, but I really believe that, you know, hopefully that people will like this, so. Okay, now let's try this again. I don't know that it's going to be an issue that I have two versions of it now, though. Great, that works. Awesome. Cool, so now this, fuck yeah. All right, well, this now has our stuff in it. So now we can go to search modal. Great. Search modal, RTC modal host view. Container. All right, so this is a so it's inside my touchable opacity. Why is this burying so much shit? There's just like a lot of magic going on here that I'm not aware of. Okay, well that's not the correct one. During touchable, Jesus Christ, this is kind of awful. I don't know that this helps me. What is going on here? I'm trying to automate OBS using the Python API. I'm going insane. The get properties, the set properties, and the UI properties are all different. Oh, yikes. That's odd. Yeah, I've never looked at their API. What are you automating in OBS? I'm interested in what you're doing with that though. All right, well, it turns out this doesn't help me at all. Yeah, and I can't like pick components out either. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Yeah, because I'm looking for search modal, which is my component here. Search for a game above. Okay, so I can search for text strings. That's helpful. So find a game is here. Okay, that doesn't actually help me at all. What even, man? All right, let me turn this to dark. Great. Okay, this actually is not super helpful. Can I find something better? Why is that not helpful? The other thing I want to look at is it Reactotron? So Reactotron's by the folks at Infinite Red, who are like their stuff, and they have a desktop app for debugging. So it inspects it. Reactotron on the left. Okay, that records actions. Quick start for React Native. Let's see how hard this is to do before I go ahead and download it. Download the desktop app, configure it with your project. You need to add it as a dev dependency. I like a separate file for initializing, create reactotron config.js, paste it this, configure, create, or using a more advanced way to customize which plugins to include. Okay, I don't think I care about that too much right now. October creature and plugin. Finally, we start this. There's an event timeline, which I don't want. Oh, it has logs. That's really nice. Oh, okay. I like that a lot, actually. Monitor your Redux store changes. Okay, well, I don't have that. Tracking global errors, watching network requests, checking out our daemon for more goodies. Okay, maybe this actually isn't useful for me right now. This is, I'm more concerned about the layout right now. So this is good to keep track of later, but not now, I think. Window positions, I have like 5 different cameras, and I like to have a button on the camera itself to bring it to the top and visible, but the source position. Oh, interesting. Huh. That'd be cool though, once you get it working. Okay, that doesn't really help me then. I guess we can just tough it out for now. It's not ideal, but you know. So with our text, so the most basic thing we can do here is, I think it might just be as simple as this needs to be, the text line needs to be here and not on the search input. I think it might be that easy. I still don't know why Command R doesn't reload immediately. Great, so that's centered. So you just have to apply it to the text. So the other thing I'm trying to do is get better about taking notes about these sorts of things, because I'm gonna forget that, and then that's gonna like cause me an extra 5 to 10 minutes next time it happens, and it's gonna be really frustrating because I won't realize I do it, and then that sort of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and make, I tried to have like a personal knowledge base I was gonna have here. I don't have a ton of things on it, but I need to start trying to maintain it again. This is under tech. Create a React Native tag. So this is going to be a little unorganized right now, just because I don't have, I'm not going to like, you know, write out like the base tutorial for React Native and that sort of thing. But things that I noticed that I'm like, I'm going to forget this later and it's going to cause me pain. I'm going to be trying really try and be good about writing those things down, essentially. So I'm using Notion to do this, but like, I mean, truly you can use any note-taking program at all. But I'm increasingly convinced that this is a really good idea to do in general, because most people are not good about keeping things in their head, myself included. So yeah, that's ready here. So aligning text, when wanting to center, or just when wanting to align text, property, excuse me, geez, I'm like really burpy right now. The property text line is to be present on the text component, not the surrounding view. Which makes sense, right? You're doing your styling for the text on the text. So, you know, making a difference for each of the 25 combinations of cameras. You could do that too, right? I mean, that's like, I don't know if that's like the wrong way, right? But that's very doable. Yeah, I like Notion a lot. I don't do any like crazy fancy things with it, but I like watching people who do. I'm slowly trying to learn, but yeah. Actually, did just learn this trick today. So I was looking for a, so in another thing I had like item here, and I wanted to turn these into like to-do items. I had them as bullet points, and I was like, I wish there was a keyboard shortcut for turning something into a to-do item. Because what I was doing was clicking on it, clicking on it, going here, going to turn into, and then clicking to-do list, which took a really long time. Turns out you can just put a slash at the end of it, and then if you touch to-do, you can turn it into a to-do, and it just does that, which is kind of neat. So that's my use. So I'm in the Notion Discord. It's like the first question I've asked there. And it was, yeah, it saves me. I don't have to like pick up my mouse now because that was taking me a while. And I had a few items I wanted to turn into that. So it's pretty cool. It's not like, you know, mind blowing or anything, but. All right, so we'll keep this open just in case it becomes useful. Great, so that's centered. I actually don't think I want it to be centered. I don't know why I'm doing that. The most important part is the touchable opacity here. Or actually, the search input itself, sorry, is the important part. Width is 100%, padding is 20. I need to go ahead and have a border. We're gonna go ahead and, oh, can I do border? Oh, there's not a comma here. Just kidding. No, I think it's solid and then color. It's black in this case. I'll change that to be a lighter. Border is not a valid style property. Oh, they separate them out into their own properties. So this is border radius, which I undoubtedly make a number. We can bump that to 3 for now, and then border color. And then border is it style? Yeah. Solid. Great. Why didn't that work? Oh, it's not border radius that I want. It's border width, actually. That's why. Border radius is the corners, which I'll need to change eventually. Great. So that's there. So we need to add some margin as well. Let's do 10 there. Oh, did that not work? Why is that running off? Yeah, what is going on here? Because I can't just search for views. It's really frustrating. Anyways, well, I guess we use this inspector, which I don't love. Oh, that works. Oh. Well, that's good to know. Animated component, RCT view, text. Oh, so it's this RCT view, actually. Can I change the style? Oh, I can. Bless. Okay. Okay, so does right margin just not matter? Maybe I can just change the width down? It's just like content center. I don't remember. Okay, so it's definitely weird that it only margins from the left. The left and the top, it's like anchored. I have to do it like all the way here to get it centered, which I don't want to do, right? That even? Can I do margin left? Okay, and then I can do margin top. Oh, is that too much? Okay, well that works, but seems really odd. Also, I want it to be 90 more so than I want it to be. Oh, is it just the... Never mind, never mind. The margin still is not working as I would expect it to work on like a website right now. Okay, that's pretty much in the center. Margin left 20, margin top 15. And with 90% instead of 100. We'll want rounded. We're gonna want rounded corners. This actually is gonna need to be left aligned, even though I spent all that time trying to figure out how to center align it. So let's fix this first. So margin top is 15, margin left is 20. And then width is 90% instead of 100. Then this, we're just gonna get rid of that. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. The input text, we'll get rid of that. Great, so that's reloaded. So now we need to put an icon next to the text. Did I end up putting an icon in the check-in element? I need to figure out how to do that. Let's go ahead and also add border radius is, we'll say 5. Border width will bump down to 1. Let's see how that looks. Let's hide the inspector. How does that look? Not great. I don't love that the text is bolded. Maybe it should be white, to be honest. That would probably help. Background color is white. Oh yeah, okay, that already looks a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a bit bigger. Try 18, let's not make it bold. That looks so much better already, holy shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and make that a lighter color as well. Do I end up having a color scheme? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed like 2 notifications. Greybeard, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, it was a bit ago, I missed that. And then Perel Cobra, thank you so much for the follow as well. Thank you all for hanging out in the stream, appreciate it. Okay, did I have a gray that I was using there? Color's that 3535? All right. Let's try that then. Whoop. Great. Nice, that's a little faded in there now. So now we need an icon. So let me go look and see, did I get icons for here? No, I did not. Alrighty, let's go see if we can find some icons. I think heroic icons, I don't know how you want to say it. Are these free? No, they're not. I can get 10 free samples, which I don't want. Isn't that, what is it? Oh, here you go. A set of free MIT licensed high quality SVG icons. This is what I want. Great. So this is outlined in solid style. So I need a little magnifying glass for search, which I assume is here. Yep, there's one there. Great. Yeah, that looks good. Simply copy the source of the icon you need directly into your HTML. Both icon styles break for you to be stylable, saying the color CSS property. Great. Cool. Do we want an outline or a solid? Probably an outline. Then we need, let's search for glass, search, MD search, great. And if we go to raw, we'll get the code for the SVG, which we can go ahead and copy in. So this should go here. What do I do to get SVGs stored in React Native? Something tells me that's just not going to work. Yeah. All right, let's go find out. React Native SVG. It's probably just using the image tag. SVG library for React Native. Compatibility layer for the web. Support most SVG elements and properties. Easy to convert SVG code to React Native SVG. Installation. Okay, great. So we'll probably go ahead and download this to make things a little easier. Let's look at the conversion. Oh, this just converts it. Yo, what the fuck? This is dope. Yo, what's going on, number 90? How's it going? How's it going? Yo, fuck yeah. This is dope. Are you kidding me? It just says a converter? Okay. Okay. Put a link to the library here. And you can converter provided to turn raw SVGs into React components. And then that is here. Whoop. Currently playing Dune 2016 because I've never played it until a couple of days ago. I have been considering buying that. I have also never played it. And apparently the new one's really good, and I feel like I should play it. And also my fiance is really into Doom, surprisingly. So she hasn't played it either. So it was on sale for like $10 on PS4, so I feel like I need to hop on that and actually buy it. Okay, known issues. Okay, so this is fine. So I'm not really going to be making SVGs myself. I just want to use them for icons. Just because icons are really easy to find with SVGs. They're really easy to customize with SVGs as well. Now this matters more on the web, but I think this will be nice if I can just do it on here as well. So all I have to do is add React Native SVG. Excuse me. And we need a CD into iOS. Oh shit, this is the server. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let me change that real quick. All right, so let's undo this. This is in the wrong directory. So let's go ahead and yarn start the server. Oh, it's already going, isn't it? Okay, well, this is fine then. Cool, so now we're in the actual React Native directory here. Let's install. It's gonna go. Playing the game a lot so far. There's something I find kind of annoying after this. I'm good. Cool, yeah, I'll have to try it out. I tried playing like the old Doom games and could not get into them. Because the controls were kind of wonky, but I have a feeling I'd like it more on like a modern setting. So, all right, now we cd into iOS and run pod install. It's got like the original games reimagined. Oh, nice. Dope, yeah. So if I get it for her, I will probably also play it eventually. And we'll probably buy Eternal at some point too. All right, there are 37 dependencies in the pot. Okay. Wait, so that worked? Why are there 37 but only 36 installed? That doesn't make sense to me. Weird. Go ahead and get a reload in. Great. Okay, so that's still gonna yell me because I still have that SVG in there. So we can go ahead and delete that. And what we can do is we're gonna make a new... So we're gonna make a new new folder. Icons. New file is gonna be search.tsx. I will have to convert this to TypeScript real quick. This should be... I'm gonna get search icon. So we'll rename this file to be search icon to match. Or wait, am I just naming things in... Oh, sorry. Reverted naming conventions here. This should be search icon.tsx. Great. Props should be... let's not type them for any. Let's do interface search icon props. It's nothing right now. Can I just add a basic style? Replace attributes. No, let's not do a style. Let's just add... Oh, sorry. I wanted this still. Let's add a color as just a string. And then stroke can be equal to props.color. In fact, we can actually just make this even better. Great. Now this can't be filled with props, but that's fine. I'll add them as I need them. I don't really need any right now. And then the only other thing to change is we don't need to do star as here. Cool. And then here we can just import a search icon. No code actions available. Why can't it automatically do it? Oh, import search icon from icon search icon, yeah. Oh, color is missing. Okay, that's why it's yelling at me. And then color should be equal to styles.search input text. Can I reference the color? Oh, that's dope. Okay. That's really nice. So it's always gonna use the same color as the final game text, which I think is what I want. Unable to resolve. Search icon's gonna be... Why not? Okay, I did this again. The auto imports on this project are not working, and I don't know why. And I really need to figure it out. Deconfig found for name path. Path its search icon. Oh wait, how do I... Sorry, I need to actually use the library. I am the dumb. All right, installation. Great. I go ahead and do this. Troubleshooting, opening issues. Oh, so this doesn't actually fully convert it. Oh, it does if I do that. Okay. I understand now. So we can copy this. So there's a React Native option there that I missed. So in general, that website... Oh, what? Oh, it's because that's taking priority of the clipboard, that's why. I can do this. Great. Now I should be able to... Why can't that import? SVG path from React. Oh, God. From React Native SVG. Great. And then we can get rid of this props bit because of that. And then the stroke should be the color. Yo, what's going on, John? Whether it's as good as the original's up in the air, they both have their qualities. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Probably happens with any game that's like, you know, a classic and is reimagined. Great. Okay, so this should work now. Alright, SVG path was not found in the UI manager. Is that the pod that I didn't think got installed? Let's try that again. So the reason I'm concerned about this is because it said there were 37 pods, but only 36 of them installed. Yeah, 37 dependencies from the pod file and 36 total pods installed. That's not correct. So if I less the pod file... There's no SVG. Yeah, so I just don't think it in... I did this correctly though, right? React Native SVG with auto linking, which I have. CD iOS and in pod install. Why is that not working? And I think that's correct. Maybe it's not, and maybe that error is something different, in which case maybe I should check that out first. So there's most of the moving stuff for Jamie's things into new music, super exhausted. Yeah, dude, moving sucks ass. Aside from like the actual lifting, I think there's just, you know, an emotional toll of moving that I think is not ideal. So, yo, and thank you. I don't have any control over this music right now. I just signed up for this service that's like royalty-free music, so I won't get copyright stricken, which is nice. So I'm using it for that purpose, but I haven't had the time to like make a playlist or anything, so yeah. I have 6 notifications on Discord. Yikes. Anyways. Okay, let's see how we're looking. Hey, we have an icon. Turns out you just restart things, they work fine. So these need to be in the correct order. The reason this is bad is because this is... Oh, sorry. Not here, but in our search input view. Should be flex direction, should be vertical, or sorry, row. Great, that looks good. And then we just need to... I could just add padding left here. Or margin left, rather, not padding left. This is kind of the lazy way to do it, but I think it works. Let's do 5. No, I said 5. Yeah, a little more. I'm trying to go off the idea that you just apply more padding now and you can fix it later as you need to. Okay, so the line height actually is like a little wonky in that. Do I have the... Do I have Logitech options on here? Okay. I did this on my other computer, but not on here. There's a button on my mouse that I don't actually use anything for. So I started using it for, it was like a zoom. I don't think it was zoom, smart zoom. Let's find out. Was it smart zoom? Wheel mode, shift. Maybe it was just zoom using the scroll wheel. Was it not this? Am I crazy? It was something that did like, it was like an, I think it's originally a zoom for accessibility reasons. Let me look there. Let's look at this. How to move a washing machine down a flight of stairs. Oh god, that had to be awful, yeah. A cement or cinder blocks in this counterweights. That does not surprise me. But I've never thought about it. Hello? Why can't I do this? Oh, here, I can do enable hover text. That seems fine. Options. Oh, that's only text. Oh, okay, that works. Yeah, so I think I need to, I believe, increase the line height, I think is how that works. Is there a concept of line height in React Native? Yeah, there's line height. Oh, it keeps yelling at me because I don't put a comma here. Oh my god. It's really tripping me up. Alright, so this should be about double. We'll start from double and then work our way up from there. It probably won't need that much. Yeah, that'll shift it too much. Now, maybe that I'm wrong. I actually need less line height. Let's increase that a little bit. Is that better? That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so I think that looks tappable. Can we add a drop shadow around that? Would that help? Okay, so there's shadow color. What should I do? Black. Shadow offset. Is that a number? How does shadow offset work? This is text style props. We want, oh, shadow props. Great. Thanks. Looks solid. Thank you. Oh, here. This is a neat little demo. Okay, so I want like, I think that's what I want, like that sort of shadow. So that's positive X, negative Y. Which is shadow offset with height, okay. Oh, shadow radius blurs it. Okay, so we'll want to increase that a little bit. Who was that? Synchro J, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the stream. These properties are iOS only. Oh my god. I'm gonna make this look really good on iOS. I'm gonna open it on Android and everything's gonna be fucked. And if I want to test it on a Android device, I think we have like a spare Android laying around. So I think I could test it on a physical device easier and for free. Whereas my iPhone, I'm pretty sure I have to pay for the Apple developer license to put it on there, which is 100 buckaroos a year. Jeez. And Rough 2, thank you so much for the follow. And welcome to the stream, friend. Okay. So the shadow offset should be width, again, positive X, negative Y. We'll do 5, negative 5. I think that's going to be way too much. And then shadow radius, let's do 3, and then we'll just go from there. We'll see how that looks. That might look like completely garbage. And did it do anything? iOS stands. I'm not actually that devoted at all. I just, you know, I don't know. Shadow color, shadow radius. Do I have to put anything else? Shadow opacity? 0.10's their default, I like that. Shadow opacities, 0.10. Rough, no, this is a React Native. So this is all in TypeScript, which is a superset of JavaScript. But yeah, React Native basically, in theory, allows you to like write JavaScript code once that compiles to both native iOS and Android apps. Whether or not that's true, unclear. We'll see. But that is the promise, at least. Now, there's a similar thing in C#, if you like know C#, called Xamarin, which I believe they're on Microsoft now. But it's a thing called Xamarin Studio. I can't speak to the quality at all, but it delivers, from what I understand, the same thing, where it's like you write code once in C# and it compiles to both native apps. Again, I haven't used it. I'm pretty sure Microsoft bought them like a while ago, but yeah. You're new to programming. Gotcha. Are you learning C#? Are you like learning a specific language? Xamarin is kind of nice. Oh, is it? I'll be honest. The very little I've used C#, I really liked it. Really nice language, actually. That's what my dad's company uses for app. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would not complain if I had to write something in C#, to be honest. So maybe I should have looked into Xamarin more, but yeah. This allows me to get off the ground faster because I don't have to learn a new language, really. And, you know, I already know React, so this is like pretty easy for me to wrap my head around. It's a lot easier for me to be productive with things. If I had tried to learn Xamarin, I would not have been nearly as far, so. That's the trade-off here. Okay, I don't know what I changed on the search modal, but we'll... Okay, oh, we have a shadow. Is it showing above, though? I think I see it. Here, let me turn up the opacity on the shadow first. For now. So we can see it. That can be the last thing I can adjust. Okay, there we go. So let's change this back to -5. Okay, so that's definitely above it. $10. Why can't it do it below? That's really weird. Is it because I don't have margin below? I need to really zoom out of this, sorry. Oh, okay, it's because I didn't have a margin below, that's why. All right, so now that we have margin below, cool, so that looks good. So let's go ahead and tune, oh God. Let's go ahead and turn the opacity down so it's more subtle. So this is gonna be a really small thing. I shouldn't be obsessing over this either, but this is how I am about stuff. Nice. So I think that looks pretty good. As long as it's not Java. I haven't written any Java, so I can't speak to how the quality of that language is. Learning C# is my first programming language. Not sure if it was a good idea to start with, but here I am. I mean, the first one's always going to be the hardest, right? Like, truly, like, once you learn your first language, because learning your first language, not only are you learning the language itself, you're also learning, like, for the most part, like basic computer science or like basic programming concepts, right? So like all of these things are very similar, like, if statements and loops and all these things are shared between most languages. And so like once you learn those concepts, it's way easier. It's not how do I program and how does this language work? It's just once you learn C#, if you go to learn like say JavaScript, it's like, okay, like I know how to do this in C#. How do I convert that to JavaScript? And it's like, yeah, like every language you learn, I think significantly gets easier just because, you already have the concepts, and then it's just how do I know how to do this in this one language. I know what I'm trying to accomplish, Also, what's up, Trey? Currently helping my parents paint the kitchen, but I'll toss the white view. Well, I appreciate it. That does not sound fun, so I don't envy you, but hopefully your kitchen looks good afterwards. Okay, I think this looks good. I am satisfied with this. Now, here's the other thing is that I wouldn't mind if so in the video I showed on Twitter, which I don't have, the search bar sort of sits above the transparent part, which I'm kind of into. So, yeah, no problem. And also, like, just to mention too, like, your first language choice doesn't really lock you into anything. So like where I went to school, the first language we learned is C++, and like I am not good at C++. If you just sit me down and make me write C++ right now, like I could do it, it would not be good. And I don't work with C++, and I haven't used it since like sophomore year of college. So like, even if it's your first language, like you can go find a better one. So it's not gonna, as long as you push through it, it's still hard. Don't get me wrong. I think like the initial curve of programming is like pretty tough, which is why I had to do school for it, because I wasn't gonna be able to motivate myself to do that on my own, for sure. But when you're paying thousands of dollars for it and you have grades, then that tends to help. All right, so now I need to go ahead and center this, basically. So I'm just adding a fuck ton of padding around it. And that's this text here. So we'll go ahead and call this style. We're actually gonna make these inline. So the reason for that is that eventually we'll be adding a recent/recommended games here, which I think would be a cool feature, but it's not at all essential, so we're gonna worry about it way later. Like, I'm not even gonna prioritize it right now. So we're just gonna put inline styles because this will change eventually. Excuse me. We'll start 50, we'll start big. Actually, I don't need to do that, so I need to text align center here. This needs to be a string. Oh, that doesn't work the way I wanted it to at all. Cool, and then we can go ahead and is it justify? Is it align? Oh, it's align self, I think. Align self and center. That didn't work. Fuck. I thought for sure that was gonna work. It is justify. Is there no justify self? Yeah, there is justify self. Is there justify self in React Native? That is the question. Why is the search not working? Hello? Layout with flexbox. Flex direction. Layout direction. Justify content. Align items. Align self. Align content. Flex wrap. Alright, there is no justify self. I think actually I could bullshit this a little bit. I think if I do this, it would basically create a centered thing. This is kind of terrible. Oh, it won't. Okay, that's fine. These probably don't have any height by default, so... Not margin end, thanks though. This is kind of bad practice, by the way, so do as I say, not as I do. Let's go and make the text a little bit bigger here. Should be font size, not text size. 22, and then let's try that for now. That's too big. 18. That's better. Let's go ahead and make it a slightly lighter color. What's the color making? I was gonna make it the same color as the search bar. Well, actually, let's not do that because it's on a gray background, so the contrast will be too fucky. And then text style? Oh, text decoration. Oh no, it's not that, it's font. Font style italic. Too many things to remember. Alrighty. Search for a game above, does that look fine? Do I like that? Should I bold that instead of italicize it and make it a little bigger? Let's try that too. Just play around with a few things. I think I like that better. Make it more offset from the top also. Change this like, I was gonna do 60, but 70 is fine. Yeah, yeah. I feel like it needs like punctuation or something. But also I don't feel right putting punctuation there. I think this is probably fine. Yeah, I mean. No, I don't even need to revisit the text because again, this is like placeholder text until I get that feature. So and maybe that doesn't happen for a long time, but cool. So this component's like actually almost done, which is kind of dope. So yeah, you tap on that and then it. So I need to add an animation there. So it does that. It does the standard animation, which I need to get rid of, I think. We also need to go ahead and style this page a little bit. I don't know if I have this page. I don't think I have a mockup for this. I like drew one somewhere. Okay, I need to be turning. I need to turn this scroll zoom off because it's messing with my Figma shortcuts. Alright, yeah, I don't have... Do I have... I had a piece of paper with this, but I don't know where it went. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go check it real quick. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I had like a piece of paper that I drew mock-ups on, but I don't know where the fuck they went. I don't think I took pictures of them either. Balls. All right, well, that's fine. Not really a big deal. Okay, so this this search box needs to emulate this one pretty similarly, because the point is that you're tapping on that search and it's popping up. Now, in both of the app examples I'm looking at, the search boxes do change slightly. Right, I think. The one app is my public transit app, and it's like, don't leave the coronavirus. And I'm like, don't worry, friends. I'm not riding the bus right now. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you actually can see this. Sorry, I have like personal information on here. Never mind. It basically covers up the entire top part with a little, oh, that's slick. Can I steal that? It actually doesn't have a header. I'm actually kind of going to steal their design here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this italic here. So let's go ahead and commit this first. There's a few things I added here. Oh, no, don't revert that, please. Search icon and the pod file. Add library to handle SVGs. Add search icon. I'm gonna commit before I get too deep into things and have no reference points to go off of. Add basic search modal styling. Great. Great. So that, again, that should all be fine. Fuck yeah, that looks really good actually. Hell yeah. Okay, now we need to style the next page. So the first thing is basically just to add some padding. So that's going to make a huge dent in it. So the app I'm looking at, it does a cool little thing here. Let me just look real quick. Let me, I should know where these addresses are, so it's fine. So you see, so here, let me show you the thing. So you tap on this search bar and then it pops up and then it takes up, this is kind of hard to see, sorry with the glare, but the search bar is actually this top part up here. So where my header goes, that's actually where you start typing, which is pretty cool. And it uses basically the primary color of the app. That could be pretty neat. I'm kind of into that. But we're gonna do something a little simpler first, just to get it looking decent, and then we'll go from there. So, yeah, it's increasingly going for like a headerless look, which I kind of like better. So on iOS, I think this is more the play, where more apps have like navigation down at the bottom, more so than the top. And I'm looking at apps to confirm that suspicion. Okay, so that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. So we'll keep the header up there for now. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't want to complicate this too much. So this is the Find a Game screen. So we can go ahead and get that. I should actually rename this. I actually don't want this to be called... This is called the check-in game selector. I actually don't want to use that. Yeah, so we're actually going to rename this component real quick. It's just going to be game selector. Or game search, actually, is what we're going to call it. Well, should it be game search? Yeah, it's just the action on what you do is going to be different. So this is going to be game search wrapper. I need to change, this needs to be game search wrapper. And then that should update all my imports automatically. And then the other one is check-in game selector. We rename to in a few places, and we rename this to game search place. And then we go ahead and game search. Great. Now let's go ahead and fix our errors. There are a few here. Object is possibly undefined. Why is that? Why am I not using game search? What did I change here? I wasn't even using that. What? Is the app reloading? Let's look at that first. Like, this might have already been an issue that it wasn't telling me about. Oh, it must have been. Huh. Weird. I don't know why that actually wasn't stopping me from building before. Huh. Okay, well that's weird. So I can actually clean up the imports here. All of those that need to be used. This is because form data. So if form data game isn't defined, then this shouldn't even be a thing. So like if not form data.game. Game not found, something went wrong. All right, that should be fine now. So that solves those errors, even though they weren't actually causing any issues. Okay, so I think everything else is working fine. So that refactor went out pretty quickly. Cool. So now we can go back to game search. Great, so we need to style this. So we need to make sure that, oh God. So this can get part of I think it can get some of search input. Well, okay, let's try having all of it on there. I don't think that's gonna work. So I don't think this is, I think this is gonna be bad. Yeah, that's not ideal. Why is the entire background behind it white? Oh, it might be because, how does this work? I need to have placeholder text. Placeholder is, what do I have on? Find a game. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Find a game. The, what color is that on? Or am I using search modal? Okay. It's this color. So game search on They have a param for this. Placeholder text color equal to this. Okay. I just want to re-render the entire placeholder though. Can I put an icon in the placeholder? I want to do that. What else can I do here? Accessibility actions, accessibility hint, autocomplete type, autocorrect, autofocus. Autofocus should be true. Accessible, font scaling, well capitalized, autocorrect, blur and submit, caret hidden children. Clear button mode, clear text unfocused, collapsible, container style, if true context menu is hidden, data detector, disable full screen, it's editable, sure, enables return key automatically. Oh, I kind of like that. Object props to pass into the underlying flat list. I don't care about that. Apple TV only. Set true to hide the suggestions. How much far touch away can start away from the view. Okay, don't need to worry about that. Import for accessibility. Import autofill inline image. Wait, inline image. Input container style. Keyboard appearance. Keyboard type, list contain. I don't care about the result list. Max font size multiplier, number of lines. Change. A lot of events. Password rules, reference. Ooh, function custom render text input. Selection state. Underline color. Okay, so I'm gonna look up if I can put icons in placeholder text. I don't know if I can. I don't know how that works. So I'm gonna look that up, but first I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So thanks everyone for sticking around. If you are enjoying the stream, please consider following. It's free. And you get notified whenever I go live, helps the channel, yada, yada, yada. I also just launched my website, so I don't have a newsletter up yet, but if you're all interested, you can go check it out. It's pretty cool. There's nothing really exciting on there yet, but I have a blog on there that I'll be posting to eventually. It also has links to my Twitter, which you should also follow me on. I post there much frequently than I like stream. I'm trying to stream more, but you know, it's more frequent there. So anyways, that's my spiel for now. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. I'll be back in probably like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go get some more water, go to the bathroom, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Whoops. Whoops. Hello, friends. I'm back again. I did unmute myself, right? Okay, cool. Okay. I have a LaCroix lemon flavored. All right. Now we're gonna go look up icons in placeholder text React Native. Let's see what we get. Oh my god, that's a beautiful emote. Can I put an icon inside text input in React Native? Thinking you're having something like this, where you have an icon that you show past. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Text input placeholder. Is it only this string? This is not actually what I want. Icons and text input? Is that what I want? Oh, wait, hold on. That's what I wanted. I'll look at that article too, actually. Using icon and text input placeholder, which is exactly what I want. It's not possible, unfortunately. I just absolutely position the icon over the text input and add some left padding. How would you handle different screen sizes if you position the icon? Absolutely. I'm using React Native extended style sheet and they let me use %. All right. Well, do I want to do that? Okay, so let me look. How does it look right now? Bop, bop. It's fine, I guess. Also, excuse me. It's not autofocusing. Oh, excuse me, I'm dying. Forces the input on component did mount. The default value is false. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to set it to true. Weird. Okay, so I need to figure out why this background part is getting... So we're gonna go ahead and look at React Native autocomplete. Index.js. Okay, these styles will be contained to the container. Is there just a normal... Is there no normal style? Because I don't want the container. I want the render view. Render text input is what I care about. Oh, define. Oh, that's new. GitHub lets you do, like, you can just click on things and it references them. Oh, dude, that's sick. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, render text input. Oh, sorry, let me make this a little bigger. It's really small. Render text input with style from props. Return render text input. Okay. Are there default props? Default props render text input is just a text input with props. It's like the normal React Native text input. Oh, but I can just do... So I can pass it a render text input, so I can just custom render it. It's just giving me a render prop. Let's do that then. Render text input. That gets props. I don't know where it's getting those props from though. Props is text input props. No overload matches this call. Okay, that's fine. I have to return something. So what is in props? Oh, it's literally everything. Oh, it's styles.input. Where is styles coming from? Huh. Background color white. So if I could just change this, then I wouldn't even need to do this. So we're actually going to go ahead and just basically copy what they're doing. Very closely. So this should just be props. Text input props. Styles.input.slot. I didn't know you could pass an array there. What is onRef text input? This.text input equals text input. Can I just fork this and make my own? I don't need to render a new thing. They're handling that. I just want it to look different. Yeah, we're gonna fork it. This is easier, I think. What's going on, Drew Cooperson? How's it going, my guy? Do I remember Minimax? Oh, Jesus. Vaguely? I don't remember a lot from AI, I'll be honest. I liked that cost a lot, but I haven't done it in two years now, so I could like refresh myself on it, but I don't think I remember most of the stuff from there, sadly. All my classes are online. Oh, really? How's that going? I'm very interested in seeing how that's gonna work. Like, I can work from, I can work online pretty easily, but I feel like college is the probably the big thing there. Big adjustment period. Minimax trees were easy. Yeah, I'd say AI was probably my hardest class. Probably. But I also liked it, so that was fine, you know? Oh, you're on spring break. Gotcha, yeah. I mean, yes, right. Yes, like, any class can be online in theory, but, like, I don't know. It's still pretty different, Like, again, working from home, I think, is a lot easier, right? Because it's like, I'm doing the same thing I'd be doing at the office. It doesn't matter, but, like, when you have an instructor teaching you and, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of... I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Everyone has to adapt anyways, so I think it'll be all right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fork this, which a lot of other people have done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... we're going to go ahead and change the dependency here. So React Native autocomplete input is going to be from... I think I can just type Reno Dubois / React Native oops. I think I can just do that, and I believe that works. So we're gonna go ahead and stop Metro Bundler real quick. And let's go ahead and yarn install based on that. Do I remember using Piazza? Oh, why does that sound really familiar? Did we use this for a class? Oh, yeah. We used this for one class, but I didn't use it for that much, I don't think. I don't remember what class that was even. What is this? Hello? Install the app. Oh, is this an accessibility one? Is the main app not accessible and they have a... Oh, that's kind of weird. All right, anyways. Okay, let me see if that works. Okay, I think it worked. Cool, so let's go ahead and clone that real quick. So I'm just gonna go here and then ls cd, or we're in home, that's fine. Git clone, git at github.com. React native autocomplete input. Okay. And then in VS Code, we can go and open that folder. Is this Linux command line using? No, I'm on a Mac. So a Mac is Unix based. So the command line will look similar, more similar than Windows, but it's not Linux per se. But like a Mac command line is closer to like your typical Linux command line than the Windows command prompt is, for example. Okay, so what am I changing here? I need to add prop here. We're just gonna add text input style? Is that what they're calling them? They call it container style. Yeah. Is view prop types dot style? Is that accurate? I don't know what that's referencing actually. I could turn this into TypeScript, but I won't. Kind of nice. Were you shocked none of your courses got curves? I don't know if I was shocked. I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, I don't think I was like shocked or anything. I just, I don't know if I expected them to be curved, you know? It's also something you really don't have a lot of control over anyways, you know? So like, okay, so the container is the container around the text input. But I actually just want... Let me make sure I'm applying styles to the right thing. Sorry, that's what I'm looking at here. So in this search modal, I'm adding... This is slightly different though, right? Because I'm adding... Is the container around the text and... Okay, before I go too deep down this rabbit hole... Okay, so I think me just adding... that prop shouldn't do much. But, and just in case we can comment it out actually. Before I go down this rabbit hole too hard, let me see if I can't just do... Spelled container wrong. Okay, I need to restart Metro Bundler. I was always shocked when my classes did get curved. Yeah, I think that's the... Yeah, I think that's probably the better way to look at it, is never expect anything to be curved. And if it does get curved, it's probably a nice bonus for you. Also, how's it going, Little Green Sir? Alrighty, let's see if that did it. Oh god, what happened? Oh lord. Okay, so we should probably just make different styles because I don't think these are gonna work. So let's go ahead and I'm basically gonna clone this and start removing stuff. Like there's a few things I don't think we need here. Game search. Input. So I don't think we need width. I think background color is already taken care of, excuse me, from what I understand. We'll leave the margins out for now. Border radius would be nice, although I don't know how we apply that to the text input. The border's already there. Don't need to worry about the flex direction. Shadow would be nice, but it's not necessary right now. So let's just comment it out for currently. So that leaves us only with the padding and the border radius. Let's see how that looks. Not good. Oh, it's because it's not using that yet. That's why. So this should be game search input now. All right, so that still looks bad. So the thing I need to look at is how do you style a text input, and if it's just... So just to confirm, the thing does... it just renders a text input, which imports it from React Native. Yeah. So it's just a basic React Native. Components, text input. The most basic use case is a pop down a text input, subscribe to the unchanged text events, or the user inputs. Great. Text input has a border at the bottom of its feed. This border is padding set by the background image. Oh, that's kind of ugly. So you just put it on, it's just style on the text input. So, render text input is here. So props style. So it should take prop style actually. But does style, where else does this get written? So it's whole word search. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong document. We're doing that in style, whole word search it. Styles.list, list style. Oh, so this should actually be the only place. So I actually don't need to do this. So style by default should just only affect the text input. Oh, there you go. That's working. So I'm going to revert the fork then, because I don't need to worry about that. So let me go ahead and delete that. React Native. Okay. Oh, I did. Whoops. I put CD in front of that. That's not what I wanted. Great. Cool. And then let's go ahead and Revert the changes to package.json and yarn lock. We can change this back in a second. Just double confirm that works again. Nice. So that looks quite a bit better anyways. I need to increase the padding on the items. Yeah, so let's go and do that real quick. This is item container. So instead of having padding bottom 5, we're just gonna add padding 5. But probably more. There you go. That gives it some more room to breathe. And then I probably need a border. Oh, it's because, again, I keep thinking the autocomplete's not working, but it's... Okay, so border bottom. Not this black, but where's that gray I've been using? This one? That should be fine, I think. And then onto this, we also add border bottom width. Just do 1 pixel. Or 1 whatever. I don't actually know what their units are. I think it's pixels. This looks kind of bad, though, because on the bottom one, it also applies. Now, I can use CS... There are CSS selectors that do that, but I don't think you can do that in... It needs to be closer to whatever that color is, actually, so it just needs to be lighter. So I don't remember, did I have a color palette in Figma. Whatever this gray 200 is. Do I have contrast installed? Yeah. Okay. Whoop! That's not what I wanted. Great. That looks a little better. The fact that there's still a bottom one is kind of bad. I'll just make a note of it. It looks shitty, but I can fix it later, basically. This applies to the last element in the search box. When it shouldn't. So we just need to make sure we'll probably apply an extra class to that last element that basically says have no bottom border. But we can do that a little bit later. Well, okay, I'll just do it now probably, unless it's like super hard. What else is in params? Just item and index. I don't know how many items there are. Is there no way to tell what the last... That might be something where I need to fork it and add that information. So yeah, we just won't worry about it for now. I think it's a pretty small visual thing. Like, I notice it, but it's also... It's just not a big deal. Like, I notice it and I think it looks kind of shitty, but I'll just fix it later. This works and I don't even know where I put that. Oh God, where did I put that? That scares me. That's absolutely a comment I leave for myself, but I don't know where the hell I put that. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I've put that exact comment before. And I've tried to be better about this project, but you know, it's not gonna happen. Okay. What's next on this? So realistically, this is done. I don't have the animations done. No enhancements is adding. Kitty cat. Is adding animations in between states that looks better, but functionally is about done. So that's accurate. So this is basically like these could use some touch-ups, but I think that's fine. The animation probably is excuse me. Is my font size 18 in there? Because I should do that too. I hope that affects the placeholder. I'm just memeing. Oh, okay. You're all good. I just got worried. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so I can delete all of these. Well, let's try adding the shadow actually. If we can block, insert that. Great. Let's see if that does anything. It adds it to the text, which does not help me. So this actually needs to go into game search container. And this should have a comma. Okay, and then I add that to, there's a container style. Container style is styles.game search container. Did I still leave it in? No. It is still applying on the text, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, that's probably not worth it then. I don't think it'll actually help us here that much. We can leave this here, but it'll just fancy it for now. Okay, cool. So now we need to affect the text. So this should have text size. We have it doing 18. Or font size, god damn it. Okay, that looks better. And I don't have the icon, which is unfortunate. Is it 18 there? Am I crazy? Search input text font size 18. And then color is that. Comma here. I think my typing skills are bad today. Nice. Yeah, that looks good. Autocomplete's there. Yeah, like that whole thing could stand to be bigger. They're actually really small, and it's hard to tell because like this isn't in my hand, but like I have a feeling that when I like actually get this on a phone, everything's gonna look way smaller. So I think I should just err on the side of making it bigger. So what that means is anything that's here, which that text needs to be bigger. So that's in the game search. That's so we're actually gonna put this in its own style. So this is styles dot game search item text, which isn't here yet. I need to alphabetize these as well. Game search item text. Can I do that? Alphabetical sorter. Oh god. Oh, that didn't work correctly at all. Oh no. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to manually do it. Search input goes down here. Game search container is probably the first part of this. Then item. Oh, no, sorry, goes right below this. Game search container, label, label text, input, item text. I think it's correct. Oh no, I's definitely before L. I know my alphabet, I swear. Alright. Okay, that's now reorganized for my sanity. Now we're looking at game search item text. Should have font size of 18. Is it padding left? I think it was 10. Let's go check Git to make sure of that. Oh, never mind. Padding left is 10, yeah. That looks better. We could probably make the image take up more. The image probably doesn't need padding around it. How big is this now? I have that on 50. Can I set this to 100%? Will that work? Oh god. Oh no, that's not good. Did not set it to the correct 100% of what I wanted it to. That was so bad. All right, so it just needs to be a little bit bigger, so like 60. So that means I should actually remove the item container padding. Shouldn't be there anymore. It should be padding right. Well, no. So this, we don't put this here at all. And then anything on the text, the game search item text will get padding in general, padding 10. What's going on, Smart Show? I actually have a command for this. Holy shit. It's the first time I've gotten to use this. So I'm making a board game social media app, essentially. So it allows, it's like a check-in style app. So it's basically like you're playing a game with friends or by yourself and whatever, a board game, obviously. You're able to check in the game, how you feel about it, like in terms of like rating and thoughts. You can add pictures and locations and that sort of thing. It's very much still in progress, so none of that is like done or working yet, but that's the basic gist of things. And then you can see your check-ins and your friends' check-ins sort of in like a feed style thingy. I don't have a lot of mock-ups yet. Hopefully soon I will have mock-ups so I can like, show a good visual representation because the app is not it already. But yeah, that's what we're working on. Let me know if you have any more questions past that if I didn't answer any of that well enough. And right now we're finagling with like style stuff right now, so okay, great. So that looks good. So image is taking up the whole thing, and then if we see S, so we get both. I think maybe we still need a little padding, maybe just less than I had. Because I'm wondering if I could round the corners on the image there. I think I just need to make them bigger. Like, they're really fucking small still. Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen. So, item container is that. X1, I don't want to change that. Sorry, that won't help. So I just need to make the image bigger, I think. So let's try 80. Okay, now we're talking. We could even bump it up to 100. I think it's like probably better for just to go bigger. Because again, this looks kind of small now, but like once I get this shit on my phone, it's gonna, you know, I think it's gonna look tiny on my phone once I'm like actually holding it. So the other thing to consider here is that this scroll part is only here. I probably wouldn't have the scroll view take up the entire screen. Now I'm gonna have to modify the component, I think, to do that. So I should make a note of that. Probably in Trello. Up next, small minor fixes with the autocomplete input. Yo, and Smorcha, thanks so much for the follow. What's going on, Jordan? Okay, so I'm just gonna write these down. These are things that I need to fix, or things I want to do eventually. So to do icon in placeholder text. That one's not essential, but like that would be nice. Make scroll view with items take up whole screen. I think that's all we need to do right now. So those are like minor and they're mostly style changes. But okay, so now I can actually make what I can do here is make the images a little smaller. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put this into the actual style object. That's the smart thing to do here. So this should go into styles.game search item image. And I think, can I subdivide the styles more? Like, can I put objects inside of objects? I don't know how that works. Or do I have to make separate style sheets? Anyways, that's reorganizing styles is not a huge priority right now. It's gonna get unruly enough to where I will need to do it at some point, I think, but I can worry about that later. So, should go here, game search, item image. So height is going to be so I want to do, I like the items being 100 height, but what we're going to go ahead and do is do height 80. I can't type, and width 80, and then we're going to add 10 padding. We're also going to add a border radius, probably 5. I don't need to go overkill on that, I don't think. Okay, and then we can save this. Oh, not padding, not padding. Sorry, margin is what I want here. I was like, why didn't that change anything? Great. So I like that better. Am I bringing back round? I guess rounded corners are already kind of back. There's a lot of things in the app that already have rounded corners. You know, I just gotta roll with it. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, I like the fact that it's a lot bigger. That helps a lot, I think. And it transitions well, because like this is already kind of huge, so like, yeah, and I'm sure once I get that on a phone, I think that'll look a lot better. It's, again, that's the hard thing here, is really just trying to judge this, like, because y'all can't see this. My iPhone is small as hell compared to the size of this, compared to the size of this emulator. Can I actually size it down? Can I do that? Here. Sorry, I'm sticking my phone up to the screen. I have an iPhone 10, but they're the same size. Okay. So that might be harder for y'all to see, and if so, I'm sorry. Let me know if that's like too small. The advantage of this is that this is the actual size of my phone. Oh god, never mind, it's too small. I gotta change it back. Anyways, I gotta keep it in mind. Okay. So, okay, that's fine. It was too, I asked you guys if it was a problem, but then I looked at it and I was like, this is too small. Too small for me. Okay, so Yeah, I don't love the header here, but I think this is fine. I think I'm obsessing a little bit over the fact that this isn't done and I'm obsessing over this. I think is bad. So I'm going to call it. I'm just going to make a new thing for anim search. So the third checkbox here in the search modal is doing animations, and I'm going to do that later, I think. Me finishing the check-in flow is more important than me like completely optimizing how good this looks right now. So search modal animations, I'm just going to put into a separate card, and then I'm going to, this is going to be done. Add animations, move to, and I did mark that as polish, and it really is, so. Actually, just go and delete that. Cool, so that's considered done. Well, let's get started on this then. So we'll go back to actually finishing the check-in flow. Cool. So now I need to change. I have handy command shortcuts. All right, cool. Updated the current task, great. What did they say to do this, by the way? View text input. So they just absolutely position an icon. God, that kind of looks awful. Okay. All right, I don't think I need any of this right now. Okay, so let's look at where we are. So I need to commit this first, commit all this junk. So let's go ahead and take, what do we do here? More just goddamn it. This commit will add styling to game search component. Basically, that's what we did there. Just extra styling, cool. So now we're going back to the check-in page. So, great. So where we left off in the check-in page, we have a rating. Pretty cool. That works. The text input is like kind of weird on it, but I think it's fine. You can type how the game was, great. We also have an add photos thing. So the photos work. I think I'm displaying them poorly. Yeah. So we're displaying them badly, but they work for the most part. Now, see, I wrote paper mock-ups of this, and I don't know where they are now. Fuck, man. Where did I put those? I drew out how I wanted everything to look, and I don't know where it is. Okay, give me 2 seconds, actually. I'm gonna go try and find those. I'm, like, nearly positive they're in this room, so I'll be back in, like, literally a minute. Alrighty. I knew they were here. I just had to search. I recently like cleaned up my office, so I was having trouble finding it. But okay, cool. Okay, so now I have my drawings that I did so I can remember what this looked like. Great. I did the entire, so this is gonna be really shitty to see, I think, but oh, hold on, sorry, no OBS up so I can see how this looks. Anyways, I did like, oh god, you can't really see it. I did the entire app flow, or the entire check-in flow, basically. So it looks pretty good. I just need to do that. Okay, so the only other thing actually that I need to do is that this doesn't give me the option to take a photo. Rejected image picker to open. Okay, I need to handle that. All right, so let me make a checklist for myself real quick before I get too distracted. So checklist on image. Images, add option to take picture, handle user canceling the image selection. Nothing should happen, but don't throw an error. Display images correctly. Excuse me. I think that's it. Oh, add ability to remove images. Might be hard, can wait if needed. So if this is trivial to add, then we'll go ahead and do that. But like realistically, it's not a huge deal. It's annoying, right, that you can't do that. But like if we're trying to push an MVP out, I don't think it matters as much. So, okay. So first things first. So let's go ahead and go down the list. So I need to see if I can just add the ability to. Oh, have I not separated this out into its own thing? Yikes. Wait, what? Oh, check in optional items. That's where it's at. Okay. Cool. Add image button is here. Image picker.open picker. Oh, do I have to make a menu to do this myself? Fuck. Okay. How do I make those little button menus? The native picker component. What does this look like on iOS? I think this is what I want. So let's go ahead and comment this out real quick. And instead we're gonna add a picker. Do I have to... Anything required props wise? Nope. I don't think this is what I want. It's a picker item. Label, test, value, test. Let's just try that and see what happens. Oh, do I have to? Oh yeah, this is like that picker. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay. What else do I have here? Flat list is just the lists. I know what I want, but I don't know what it's called. Switch that's controlled. I don't want that. What is it called? Okay, so how do I get a good example of this? What's something that does this? Oh, it's literally, okay, so I don't know if anyone can describe this. It's this thing. I don't know what this menu is called, but this is what I want. Let me go on the like actual iOS developers thing and see if I can't find it there. So developer apple.com. Explore iOS. What's going on? There's a bug over here. All right. iOS 13. I don't really care about. Where is documentation? Is it a snack bar? Is that what it's called? I don't know all the mobile terms yet. Oh, snack bar is like the bottom thing. Snack bars are an Android UI component. To provide a brief. Oh, no. It's different. So snack bars are temporary. Oh, excuse me. Although it's good to know what those are called, actually, because I like those. Graphics, app services. Can I look at Swift UI? I think Swift UI is like user interface, using controls. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Oh, is it a menu button? I just need to see a picture of that. Swift UI menu button. That's not what I want. Is it a context menu? No, that's not what I want. What is it called? Navigation. Here, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm literally gonna open Xcode and see if there's like a built-in component for it. Because I'm convinced there is. Oh god, sorry, I picked the one screen. I'll just make a new Xcode project. App. Test. It's fine, great. I don't care. I'll delete this later. Okay, so I want, is it main storyboard? I don't actually use Xcode. Okay. Where are her components? This is not actually gonna help me, is it? Because I don't know how to use Xcode. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? No. Window. Navigator. Show library, is that what I want? Oh, library. Okay. This is good. Round rectangular buttons, recess buttons, inline buttons. Image button, disclosure button. Label, text field, search field, token field, secure text. Picker. Image well, color well, stepper switch. Path control. They're all formatters. Do I just have to manually make this thing? I was almost positive this would be like something that is a common iOS pattern. Menus, menu item. This isn't necessarily all for iOS though, it feels like. Like menus aren't really a thing in iOS. NS touch bar. Like this is in literally everything. This isn't like every iOS app. It's like the default like, oh fuck, what is it called, man? Do I just have to make it a modal? What's a master view? Okay, so what I actually should look for here is I should look for React Native Image, god damn it. React Native Image Picker. So the other image picker library I was using did this. Beautiful, beautiful. This is what I want. Whatever this is called, this thing. So I don't think I'm using this, by the way. I think I'm using the other one. Let me double check that. That's the wrong package.json file. So my package.json here, I'm using React Native. I don't think I'm using the React Native Image Picker, which is what this is. I think I'm using React Native Image Crop Picker because it was better. But this is, okay. So what I need to do is go into the source of this. Image picker options. Where's that getting used? Options callback show. Oh, okay. Where does this get defined? God, I love this new feature, dude. Native interface show image picker. Okay, where's native? Is it different for, I don't know where, native interface from internal native interface? Image picker. I don't know what's going on here. So this is giving me the native image picker for each thing, which I don't necessarily, that's not what I care about. So image picker options, where is that getting used? Show image picker options. Maybe that's not actually what I want then. Maybe that's not what I think it is. Class image picker. I don't actually know how this is getting defined. There might be some like native code going on here that I'm actually not aware of. That's probably the case, to be honest, and I don't know the native code well enough to do anything with it. Yeah, because this is like, yeah, this is a Swift project. Getting started, usage. Options, title, select avatar, custom. So where's custom buttons getting used? Oh god damn, it's getting used in the native code. Image picker manager. UI alert action. action sheet, is that what it's called? So like I can definitely build this myself, right? It's just a matter of styling, but like someone's had to have built this, you know? Oh, I think that's what it's called. It's an action sheet. That's what it's called. Action sheet iOS. Tap play. I think this is it. Let me double check. I'm gonna run this. Show action sheet. Bless up. Okay, it's a fucking action sheet. God. I will eventually learn all these terms. Right now I just like don't know any of them. So every time I come upon one, I'm like, oh God, I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, action sheet iOS. Great. So this is only for iOS. That's fine. So there needs to be an Android equivalent for this. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with that later. Great. Okay, action sheet iOS. That should just be iOS APIs. Okay. Displays an iOS action sheet. The options object must contain one or more of arrays of strings. Cancel button index, destructive button index, title, message, anchor, tint color. The callback function takes one parameter, the zero-based index of the selected item. Oh, and then based on that. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So from here, we need to import action sheet iOS. So the add image button actually should be, let's make a new one. New add image button. Should be action sheet. Oh, it's a function? God damn it, okay. Show action sheet with options. Okay, so what actually should happen is just the, this shouldn't be a thing anymore, but, so I'm gonna keep this. So I'm gonna do const handle upload. I just want to keep this logic around because I've already written it and I think it works mostly. There's just no point in rewriting it really. So that's all of this. Okay, and we can place that there. It may not work. It's fine. We can go ahead and put this in. Put this there. Okay, and then on press, we're gonna go ahead and do action sheet iOS dot show action sheet with options. Oh, you can also show the share action sheet. That's nice. Big curly braces. Are there required things in options? Options. Options are required. Options is an array, I believe. Okay, so our options here are I have it in the mock-up, baby. So it's either I guess select images. Is that probably the right copy for that? What do they use for this? Well, I'm glad I dug through source code to find that out. That was kind of a fun little sleuth hunt. They're saying take photo or choose from library. So I'm gonna follow their like implementation of this. And I'm gonna go in the order to, I don't know. I like the dots, but we'll keep them for now. And then choose from library. Do you capitalize library? Yeah. P for photo as well. Choose from library. Oh, we got sirens out outside. Okay, I don't know why this is erroring now. Oh, it's because this isn't an actual. Okay, that should be able to. Nice. Cool. So that's not erroring, I guess. Let's go ahead and actually reload this. Add a check-in, wingspan. Nice. And that did not. There's no cancel. Okay. Do I have to manually specify a cancel? Yes. So what was the order I did that in? Okay, and I give it the cancel button index. So let me tap to play this real quick so I can see what is going on here. Okay, so they automatically do the cancel part for you. Oh, nice. Okay, there's also a destructive button index. Oh, it highlights it in red. I was like, what does that do? So I don't need to worry about that. So options are, so let's make cancel here. And then cancel button index is 0. Cool, so that should style that correctly now, I think. Oh, it's still. Thanks, awfully persistent. Task orphan for request. I don't know what was going on there. Oh, nice, this looks pretty legit. So neither of them are going to do anything because I don't have the callback, but the cancel's there, so the cancel will get rid of it. Okay, I was like, can you cancel it by just clicking away? Which you can, great. All right, so next let's make it do things. So on the callback gets, what does it get? The callback gets the button index, which is the number that got pressed. Ooh. Button index, and then with that, so if the index is 0, then we don't need to do anything, right? Like, I don't think I need to handle that in the callback even. Like, is that necessary? Is this purely just for styling, I wonder? So just to test that, does the callback still run even if you press 0? I guess it probably should anyways. Yeah, it still does. Okay. We'll handle it then. Okay, so I can actually make an enum for this. I don't use enums very often. Add photo, action sheet, results. How do I define it? I think it's curly braces. So I'm just make an app that's literally nothing but menus as a teaching tool and other UI elements. Yeah, and like tells you what they are. I would really appreciate that. I just need to run through once or twice, right? And I like would have all the names, but you know, it's kind of frustrating because it's like these are elements that are in like apps I interact with all the time, and I like know they're a thing. And so they're most likely, you know, either in this case part of the React Native standard library, or I don't know if you want to call it, it's a React Native component by default, or you know, someone's made a thing for it, like someone's made a component for it already. So it's like the only limiting factor is I have to find out what the fuck the name is. Which yeah, I don't know if there's like a good collection of that. Okay, so the enum is cancel. No. Cancel action, take photo and choose. How does one do enums? I forget. Let's visit our trusty friend, the TypeScript handbook. Or not the TypeScript handbook. Oh fuck, what is it? What is this goddamn TypeScript deep dive? That's what it's called. I really should like put this up as a link. If you're at all interested in like learning TypeScript, I found the TypeScript documentation to be like lacking in a lot of cases, but this fucking thing, holy shit, man. I'll go ahead and post this in the chat real quick. I am a big fan of this doc. Highly recommend bookmarking this. There have been almost any time I'm like, I don't understand this TypeScript related, and I like go look at the docs. I'm still confused, and this is like, please don't take this as me shitting on the TypeScript team. I love TypeScript, but in docs, writing docs is really hard. I just think the guy who's done this has really gotten it right. This is, I think, a really good document. So I'd do like official docs first and then try this, you know. So let's go to a section on enums. Did I put equal? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then I should be able to access these. Enums are number based, which is going to be effectively 0. Great, this is exactly what I want. So this will allow me to, let me go ahead and define this outside of here. We'll put it at the top of the file. So this is nice because it'll allow me to make this code a little more readable, because what would have been just a really kind of non-descriptive switch case is not going to be pretty good. So if add photo action sheet results cancel action, which is 0. I could even do a switch case for this. There's only 3 options. Switch on button index, case. Here we just return. I don't need a break there because I'm returning case, add photo action sheet results, choose photos. I don't know what to do here yet. And then case, add photo action sheet results dot, take photos. Let's go ahead and console log this to make sure this is correct. Just a sanity check right now. I don't think I need to do is set up a linter. I've not done that yet. I'm gonna put that on my Trello board. Set up ESLint for the project. I also need to do learn/implement tests. So I don't actually know how to test React stuff, and I'm trying to make that a priority in this project. So yeah, I need to get on that at some point, because otherwise I'm gonna like, you know, keep pushing it off and say, oh, I'll do it later, and then I'm never gonna do it, which is bad. Yo, how's it going, Black White Life? I'm actually not looking for like anyone else to do like all the development work on this. I'm only doing this about 5 hours a week, and that is a struggle with me, as hard as it is. So I'm not trying to involve anyone else, but I appreciate the offer. Thanks for coming by the stream at the very least. Feel free to stick around. I can close this. Okay, so this should work. The only reason I'm doing this is for like sanity check, basically. I want to make sure that I'm using enums correctly because I don't use them very often. I really need to fix the animation. It's gonna bug me so much. What do you do with your other hours a day? So I have a full-time job. So this is essentially a side hustle for me. I'm trying to do it. I also like having a work-life balance and not doing programming all the time. So that's why my goal is to only basically do this 5 hours a week and you know, see what I can get done in that time. But yeah, I'm a developer full-time at a smallish company. There's like 20 of us. So yeah, that is my full-time 40-hour week job. Okay, so cancel action. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Press the wrong button. Take photo. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. So this is what I get for this not actually being a real button yet. Great, okay, so that all works. Cool. Works as expected, and now I think it's easier to read, which is nice. Okay, choose photos. So choose photos. I think we just do handle upload, I think. Let's try that. Add photos. Choose recents. Bop, 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 bop. Great. That was really easy, actually. Yeah, that was super easy. Fuck yeah. Okay. Cool. That just works. I should rename it to handle upload. I don't like that. Open photo picker, I guess, is probably fine. Can you split your hours of activities into per week, e.g. 40 hours of work per week, 50 hours of sleep, etc. Totally 150 hours, just curious. Oh, can I personally? Oh god. So I'm pretty solid on 40 hours a week. Oh god, I can't do math. Oh, 7 times 7 is literally 49. So yeah, I get about 50 hours of sleep. Probably a little less. It should be 50 or more. I do this for 5 hours a week, although I'm not super consistent about that, but I'm trying to be better. So my ideal thing is doing this 5 hours a week. I play video games a lot. How many hours are there in a week? 24 times 7? 168 hours? What else do I do? I've never done this. I should do this as like a thought exercise. I should break everything up. Yeah, I play video games a lot. That's probably a large portion of my time. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to think about it more. I can't really give you a good answer right now. Just thinking about it off the cuff. Okay, so the other thing I have to do is open camera, which I don't remember if I can do that with the image picker. If I don't need these values with any accuracy, I consider myself a little bit dead. How many hours of video games? Oh god, dude, I don't know. Like, it's a pretty solid amount. Like, I play most nights for, let's say, 3-4 hours. Maybe slightly more on weekends. So it's what? About 28-ish? Something like that? Usually with others. I'm not much of a... I don't play a lot of single-player games. I play lots of League of Legends, mostly. And I've been playing Animal Crossing recently. I don't know if anyone else got that. Animal Crossing is V good. It's V good. Okay, so can the image picker also open the camera? It can, yes. Great. Okay. What are my options here? What can I do? Height, hide, bottom controls, max files. Oh, you can do max files on the camera? Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know how that's going to work, actually. Okay, I should actually just make this the same as the other. I think the other settings are going to be the same. So that's image picker options. Cool. And then that's going to give me back value. Which, if... Is this literally the same thing? Yeah, this is the same thing. So... So I can extract this into a function. Oh, I copied that wrong. So I need to put this outside of the function though, right? Because this doesn't need to be happen on every re-render. So this is const handle images. Value is either image or image, I think that's right. And then I had an extra set of parentheses there. Is that not correct? Should be. Oh, so this is yelling at me now. Beautiful. Okay. I played a League before, but I started playing more Dota 2. Yeah, I tried to play Dota 2, but I've just never, I didn't try hard enough to get into it. I like, Dota 2 really appeals to me because you get all the heroes unlocked for free, which is great. I mean, I have most of the people I want in the League, so maybe that's like less of an issue for me now, but yeah. Dota 2 seems really cool, yeah. Oh, is this song just playing twice? Oh, one's the instrumental, okay. All right, we're trying a new music service today, so I haven't made playlists or anything, so hopefully everything's been all right. I've just been sort of zoning out and haven't been listening. Yo, and thank you for the follow, Black White Life, and thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. You stay safe as well. These crazy times we are living in currently. Okay, so value is, yeah, image or image, yeah. So this should be handle images value, right? Oh, it's because it's a different image type. So this is using the image picker type. This image is this interface. So it should be image as image object. Yeah, and then this should be, yeah, because it was interfering with, I'm using the image component in React Native and it was interfering with that. I'm using state for that, so does that mean it has to be... Is this actually a performance issue though, really? It just seems odd that I'm including that. I don't know. Maybe I can look at that later. It probably doesn't matter though. So this value, and this should be handle images value. Oh no, here, this is what I can do. Is I can just make, I can just return data. This is actually the smarter way to do it, I think. So I can return data. I should use a different variable other than return data, I think. It says formatted image objects. It's more descriptive of what it actually is. So we can just return it, and then what we can do here is that this is going to be boop, boop. So this is going to be const image array, and then, well, here, no, actually even easier. I can still maintain this nice. So this should just be set image. That way we can use the hook in there. Great. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then we need to have a catch. Or not a catch. We need on rejected. We have a console error there. Great. And then so here, this should just open camera. So now have I pulled everything out of here that I can? Oh, so now handle images, because it's returning, instead of doing that, I can now put it here and it's fine. Great. Okay, cool. So now that's not going to re-render every time. Now that should open the camera. Okay, let's see if that worked. That was a lot of coding without checking. Oh, my throat is dying right now. Talking too much. Okay, so we have this. We add photos, take photo. Cannot run camera on simulator. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna have to assume that works right now. Let me make a note of that. To do test this when I can put app on an actual device. Okay, so we're gonna assume that's fine for right now, and then otherwise we're gonna go ahead and choose from library. That worked. Great. Okay, cool. So I think that's... Add option to take picture. We need to handle user canceling the image section. So that happens if we do add photos, choose from library, and then cancel. So console errors, rejected image picker open. So what is the reason? What type? Any. So I basically want to check. Why can't they type the reason? So the thing is that if reason dot is it message equals Can I do this actually? So console.log reason.message, because it looks like it's an error object, I think is what's happening here. Oh wait, sorry, I need to cancel. Log reporting extra data. Let me go look at the docs actually for this. React Native crop picker. I believe is what it's called. React Native image crop picker. Woo! Words are hard. All right. Select only videos, select from camera. Optional cleanup. Modules creating temp images that you can be cleaned up automatically somewhere in the future. If you want to force cleanup, you can use clean. Crop or cancel text? I just want it to be cancel. Oh, here we go. The response object. Does it not talk about errors at all? Can I peek in the code? God dang it. What is the text for that? I can search the text. User canceled image selection. User canceled. Let's just do that. Did I spell canceled right? Yeah. E-picker. So error picker cancel message. Error. So you reject with cancel key, cancel message. Oh, it's because I'm doing this in the wrong thing. That's why, also. I would explain why I wasn't getting a console log. Okay, that I think it's just an error though. That's my bet here. Oh, sorry, I'm canceling. User canceled image selection. So if I get that. I'm going to save this as a constant in case that ever changes on the library. Hopefully it won't. And then I can copy that. So if if reason.message, because it's almost always going to be an error, is equal to whoop, we just go ahead and return else. So if it's anything else besides that, then we're just going to go ahead and console error reason. Now, I'll want to go ahead and go ahead and standardize an error system later. I'll want to go ahead and add like error tracking of some kind, but I haven't evaluated my options to see like what the best type of error tracking is for React Native. Like I use rollbar at work for stuff, but maybe we'll want to use something different. So yeah, worry about that later, basically, is what I'm saying. This is another variation of we'll worry about it later. Cool. Cancel, and that works fine. Great. So yeah, I don't care if you cancel. And the other thing is the cannot run camera on simulator. So most of the time, so right now, console.error reason. So to do update this when able to test on real device. So there are probably some errors we need to handle here, but I just won't worry about them now because I can't test that part at all. So there's no point in me trying to handle any of those. Okay, cool. So that's done. Cool. We need to display images correctly now. So how are the images getting displayed currently? I'm setting a style for them. So this is actually going to be closer to 50. That might be too small. And then this should be... So this view here... Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. So this view should have... Oh, God. Style equal to flex direction. And this should be row. Okay, those are way too small. Cool. That looks better. So this shouldn't be here if there are images. Right? So I guess the only other thing I'm not considering here is that if you only upload one image, but say you want to do more, you'll just have to remove all of them and re-add them. That's not ideal, but I think it'd be really annoying to handle otherwise. From a UI perspective, I'm not sure what to do there. Yeah, so that's... let me write a note on the Trello card as something to consider there. Something to consider here. What should be the flow if a user only uploads one picture, then decides they want more? Right now, I'm thinking that it's best just to keep it simple, require them to remove all pictures for being able to add again. Cool. So I now have a comment on that, so I will hopefully think about that later. Okay, so yeah, the image button should only be there if there are no images. Great. So now if I go back here, there shouldn't be any. Oh. Uh-oh, what does images start out as? Oh, it starts as an array. Okay, whoops. Images.length is greater than 0. Actually, I should just... This should all be in there. There you go, format that. So if the image array is greater than length 0, then display the images. If not, just show the button. So I need to format... Oh, I also need to write that down, so... Format add image button. Cool, so now I can add photos, choose from library. Great. We're gonna want to add a top. So this entire thing will wrap in a view. And then we can go ahead and not padding top, margin top. Margin top should be, let's do 20 for now. Oh, I actually have Figma mockups for this. Well, not exactly for this, but So what is the height of this whole thing? $60? That seems real small. Maybe I should make that bigger. So I think it's better to err on the side of making things like too big right now. Just because, again, it like looks big right now, but the thing is, this is not on an actual phone. So that's the hard part to... That's 72. Let's bump it. Can we just fix it to 80? Is that too much? I also want there to be some space though, because I don't want you to like accidentally hit check-in, right? And that might be kind of a concern. Oh, is it option that tells you? Okay, this is 91. I'm at 63 here. That doesn't help me. 77, so I need to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, 80. Oh, this is 78 now. 1, 2. That's 80. Down 1, 2. And then this is 56. So I need to move down quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Again. 80. 80. Okay, how's that look? That is doable, I think. Okay, so I need to make these icons are going to want to be a little bit bigger now. What was I keeping them constrained at? Around, so these two are 26 height, so let's bump these up to what's length of dimensions. So let's say this goes up to 35, 36. Can we bullshit 36? One, two. Puts it 22 away. That seems pretty good. Okay, so this text is going to have to be a little bit bigger now. Should be big anyways, probably. So that's going to be there. And in all reality, I probably shouldn't spend too much time on the mockup because this doesn't matter that much. So 16 went up to what, 36? As long... Oh, God. As long as I do one of them correctly... I think that's all that matters. That might be a little big. That seems a little large. This feels too small for making the icons this big. And I don't know if I want it. Do I want it to be that big? That seems really big compared to everything else now. Because like this is what, 22 point font? That's 24. I don't love that. That seems like too much. So how about instead of 36, we bump this down to 32? Bump this down to 18 again. And then bump this down to... Did I say 32? Nice. Then this should be hugging the icon more. There-ish. That seems good. Okay, so I'm just gonna change this one for right now because I think like all I need is the dimensions for this first one. Oh, except for this changes slightly. So I'm putting those at 32, so maybe I put this at 30. It's about the same. Yes, this one's slightly different. Okay, so the add photos text needs to be... Okay, so the button is... So let's get started on the button now. Okay, so the add image button doesn't look like anything right now. So that actually is going to need to be a whole view here. Oh, yikes. So the text is just one part of it. We also need to have the icon here, which we're going to call image icon, which I don't have yet. Color is going to be whatever that color is. Gray 600. Oh, yikes. I mean, move me back. This is going to be that. Add photos, and then I think it's this color. General. So we need to make icons for both of these. And then view, this is going to need... I'm actually going to make a style for this. So this is going to be check... So it's going to be styles.check check-in optional item wrapper. We'll go ahead and go put this into styles. Check-in should be here. This song has like an old Deadmau5 vibe to it, and I kind of like it. Okay, so on the check-in optional item wrapper, so that's going to be each of these little that's going to be each of these little things. So flex direction row is going to have to be a thing. The whole thing is 80. Width is 100%, I'll add padding. Padding is probably... How far is this from the edge of the screen? 11. We'll start with 10 and see how that looks. Oh, actually, this needs to be margin. Margin left needs to be 10. Margin right needs to be 10. And the reason for that is because we don't want the lines to go all the way across. Okay, and then we also need to have border top color. I need to put the colors into some sort of like constant file or something, because there's a lot of common ones. Also, are these different? 5C, 5C, 5C. Why is that different? Should those icons be the same color, or should that be darker, I wonder? Probably the same color, at least for now. I can change that later. So that's this gray 600, which is this. Yeah, I feel like I should define these in code. Because I'm repeating a lot here. Border bottom color. I wonder if it's actually easier if I just do... if I do border color and then I do border top, I think sorry, there's a bug flying. I don't think that killed it. Border top. I only said width for the top border. and the bottom border. Because the colors don't need to be different, so I can set one color for everything. I think that's smarter. I don't know if any of those changes are getting applied yet. Oh no, it's not gonna work yet. Because there is no icons yet. No, that's not gonna work because my styles aren't, or my imports aren't working. I don't know why, man. It's really frustrating though. Try and reload. Looks like everything's working fine. Add photos. Nice. So this also needs to justify content center, I believe. No, is it a line then? Okay, yeah, sorry, it was a line. Oh yeah, because it's not the, so we're centering it vertically, which is not the primary flex direction, it's the secondary one. Justify controls the primary flex direction alignment, or justification, and this controls the non-primary one, which in our case is the vertical one, so that makes sense. Okay, so that's correct. That text needs styling. So check in optional item text. There's an extra capitalization there. So font size should be whatever I decided this to be, 18, I think. We'll check there. Text transform to uppercase. Doesn't really matter because I could just, you know, uppercase the string. But oh, does that not even work? I didn't want to debug. Thanks though. Stop debugging. Thanks. Runtime is not ready for debugging? That's fine. I didn't want it to do that. What's going on, Dan? Wait, what matters? What did I mess up? Oh, you're saying the text thing? Yeah, it might actually matter. It looks like it didn't work. Hello? Oh, it's because I didn't. No, I'm so dumb. Never mind. I didn't apply the class to the text. I really need to split the image stuff out into its own component also. Okay, now that should do it. Yay, cool. Is that bolded also? I think so. Oh, is it not? It is not, actually. Sorry, this is a little bug flying around. I've yet to kill him. I'm close. Okay, so that's there. Cool. So that actually is functional, which is really nice. Oh, but that margin thing is coming to haunt me again. Crap. If you notice, this is cut off. I ran into this earlier. How am I doing this then? Is it only with views? Like, what am I missing here? The check-in text input. Margin left, margin right. It just fucking worked, man. Is it because I'm doing with the 100%? Oh my god, it's because I'm doing with the 100%. I'm a dumbass. That's why it was breaking on me earlier either, also. Okay. These are also... I did these border colors wrong. They look kind of bad with 1 pixel. Can I make them 2? Maybe it'll look better with icons. Okay, well, it's getting kind of late. I need to wake up and go work tomorrow. So I need to go to sleep now so I can wake up and go to work tomorrow. That's how that works. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. If you aren't already, consider following the channel. You'll get notifications whenever I go live, as well as it helps the stream as well. Sorry, my keyboard just unplugged. We also have a Discord you can join as well. There's a bunch of channels there for just like general stuff as well as tech things. So if you're interested in talking about that with, I think, a lovely group of people, then feel free to join that. Yeah, also check me out on Twitter, which I think I have a thing for. Oh, I don't have a thing for. Fuck. All right, well, it's the wrong link. I can type it out myself. I also post on Twitter a lot more about stuff I'm working on here, other things, random insights from my day-to-day job, and or funny things that aren't actually funny. You know, whatever. I don't know what quality content you get out of that. With all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and try and find someone we can raid real quick because I haven't done that in a while, and I feel like I should. So if you just want to give me 1 second. Who is streaming on the twitch.tv? Oh shit, Dylan's streaming. Oh my god. All right, so we're gonna go raid my good friend Dylan, who is doing Discord bot stuff. So go show him some love if you're interested. If not, I hope you all have a great rest of your night/day wherever you are in the world. Stay safe with all the virus stuff out there. It's a little crazy. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. Perhaps tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. We worked for about 3.5 hours today. So hopefully I'll be able to get in some more time done. This video will also be available on YouTube. I don't think I have a link to my YouTube channel. It's on my website. Sorry, my plug is continuing. There's a link to my YouTube on my website as well. I'll be posting VODs there and maybe some other video content. We'll see how the luck goes, but just another option for that. Again, we're gonna go ahead and start a raid. Stick around if you like, and if not, yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Or in 7 seconds when we raid, so, you know.